I went with her today, and thought a lot about tonight. I've been incredibly supported, as Jaiwan consistently looks out for my well-being. Is that really the case? What a huge weight off my shoulders. Truly formed a wonderful friendship. Isn't your mother more like a bonus mom? So, I guess you don't have any parents, huh? Haha. Han Jaiwan, do you happen to be without a family? Absolutely not. I'm not without family. Wait, is that Han Jaiwan? Oh my gosh. What on earth happened to your face? Did you and your friends have a disagreement? You can trust me with everything, alright? Ajumma, this is. When you bring a magnet near, it irresistibly pulls in the North Pole. Even if you set it down right here. If you put it here once more, it will still occur. This is pretty awesome, don't you think? The compass as well. It seems like you really have a passion for magnets. Magnets are truly fascinating. They have this wonderful ability to cling together, just like this. Oh, Ajumma. It's alright, Jaiwan, everything will be fine. Auntie will forever stand with you, offering unwavering support and love through every challenge. Alright, enjoy your time with your friends and make some wonderful memories. What do you think? I really ought to head back home now. I'll arrive ahead of time, so make sure to join me before it's too late. Come on, Mr. Jiho, let's get moving. Jaiwan is incredibly tardy. Her beauty was captivating. Her complexion was radiant, and she appeared full of energy, once more. She and Jaiwan were a perfect fit for each other. Alright, so it's decided. At this moment, it's finally over. Jaiwan has decided to stay out of my room from now on. If that's how it is. Hey there, are you dozing off, ma'am? Is that really Jaiwan? When did you arrive? How's your friend doing? She had to leave early to meet her bedtime restrictions. I understand. You must be exhausted as well. Come on, let's head inside and catch some sleep. Don't you feel a twinge of curiosity? Don't you feel a spark of curiosity about how the date unfolded today? That's truly incredible, I'm genuinely impressed. My buddy reached out to me. She wondered what it's like to be so near to each other like this. So, what did you end up saying in the end? I admitted that I was feeling anxious. It's an unfamiliar sensation for me, yet there's a hint of unease bubbling inside. However, being with Ajumma gives off a unique vibe, just as I anticipated. Regardless of how often I pondered it, the emotion I experienced in your presence was simply incomparable. Is that Jaiwan? The lady mentioned. Even after meeting someone my own age, my feelings remain unchanged. So, you agreed to let it happen, didn't you? Well then. At this moment, I kindly ask for your understanding, dear Ajumma. After thinking about those intimate nights, she was tormented and tormented. Ajumma expressed. Ajumma. I truly apologize. Jaiwan, my previous words weren't heartfelt at all. I mentioned it before, wishing that you might think it over again. I hoped you could connect with a sweet girl around your age. I truly understand. You brought this up again just now. Jaiwan. Are we truly meant to be? I'm genuinely worried that returning to the way things once were may no longer be achievable. Despite being aware. Why are you acting this way? Feeling scared. This feels so much more than just disliking it. Dear Ajumma, you consistently voiced your worries. Yet, you never once expressed that you weren't fond of it. Honestly, isn't it quite overwhelming for you too, Ajumma? It seems you're truly unaware of what your soul longs for. No. It's just that. Even now, you haven't shoved me away or reprimanded me, just share your thoughts with me, haha. If even once the Ajumma says, I'm not a fan, I think I'll have to call it quits right there. What is it that Ajumma longs for? Do you really not enjoy it? My soul feels so alive. Deep inside someone's heart beats a steadfast compass. I journeyed through life in that way, just as described in the pages of the book, with an unwavering compass in my soul guiding me toward unknown horizons or through the shadows. Holding on to the hope that, in time, this winding road would bring me to my true destination. My wishes, or perhaps my ambitions, have crystallized unequivocally. At this moment, I can't shake the feeling that everything has fallen apart. At this moment, I'm uncertain about what my heart truly longs for. I'm completely clueless about what I desire, totally lost. Jaiwan. I feel. Is that you, Jaiwan? Jaiwan. I truly hope I'm not creating distance between us. Absolutely never. While he and she were together, the weather was too hot and the girls complained. Wow, it's scorching out here. It truly seems like the warmth of summer has arrived early this year. Absolutely. The weather suddenly turned scorching, catching everyone off guard. Why would they need to shut off the water today of all days? It's so frustrating and inconvenient. This is ridiculous, I can't even enjoy a simple shower. Hang in there for just a little while longer. I've heard they promise it will be resolved within the next couple of hours. Let's hang on for a moment. Oh, it's so warm. I can't wait to hop in the shower. I feel the same way. I'm really looking forward to when some refreshing water finally flows out. That's really odd. It's truly been one of those days filled with so many ups and downs. However, that lasting feeling. I can still recall it so clearly, as if it happened just yesterday. The thrill is here to stay. Why do I feel this way? It's as if every part of me is on fire, overwhelming and intense. Is she truly not experiencing any emotions at all, Ajumma? Reflecting on it now, I realize I was genuinely overwhelmed with excitement all on my own back then. I completely overlooked her response. Excuse me, are you feeling unwell? Oh no. It's just that the heat is really intense right now. Isn't it true that you mentioned you were catching up with your friend today? You know, the one named Suyin. Absolutely, we're excited to get together in the near future. We just haven't decided on our plans for the day yet. I made a commitment to you as well. I had also arranged a date with Suyin prior to that. I understand. Alright, just do your best to arrive on time. You simply can't keep your friend waiting. I got everything ready ahead of time, so I still have some moments to spare, alright. However, I'm experiencing a weird sensation today. What's wrong? Are you feeling unwell? No, it's not what you think. Reflecting on what we accomplished yesterday, I can't get it out of my mind, it's been lingering in my thoughts all day. The feeling of holding onto Ajumma. And the fragrance that wafted through the air at that time. Given all these thoughts flooding my mind, I simply can't focus on anything else. What? Honestly, I can't help but feel like I've transformed into. I'm completely captivated by you, Ajumma. The feeling I get when holding the Ajumma close is truly unforgettable. And, the fragrance that reached my nose in that moment. With all these thoughts swirling in my head, my mind is completely consumed. What could it possibly be? For me, it seems I've fallen completely under your spell, Ajumma. I can't get enough of you. Is it possible that I'm truly hooked on this? Are you implying that last night's events caused you to develop feelings for me, is that right? Since it's his initial experience. Since he's still quite young and it's just immediately following our very first experience. Exactly, since it's his first experience, it's understandable, it doesn't hold much significance. Ajumma, is that really you? Jaiwan. Could I possibly ask you to give it another shot, just one more time? Right at this very moment. Jaiwan, you mentioned, you've got plans with a friend, don't you? I managed to get it done in record time, leaving me with some unexpected free moments. For some reason. I can't stop replaying the moment we shared. I feel like walking away like this won't be easy, but, at this moment. Following everything that unfolded last night. My body feels so much more alive and responsive now. A gentle brush was all it took to. I never expected him to come back like this. Wait, could that be Jaiwan? I can't believe it. What motivated him to return? Did you leave something behind? Hope everything's alright. Wow, surprise. Haha. Kakyunga. Why did you drop by unexpectedly? You didn't bother to call ahead. So inconsiderate. To be honest, I felt like our last chat at my place ended too quickly, so I decided to swing by before heading to the gym. May I step inside for a quick moment? Alright now. Hold on, just give me a moment to quickly wash my hands. Wait a second. Hey. What's going on with the gateway, Haisu? Are you okay? No. Is this alright? I'm really hoping it is. It's not revealing too much skin, is it? It's somewhat uncomfortable. I'm really crossing my fingers that Jaiwan will love this. Father. I'm joining a study session today. I'll be back once it's done. Are you planning to join those stylish group sessions for your studies? Surely, you're not planning to leave, right? Honestly, I was simply curious to join these meetings, since I believe I can gain valuable insights from the more experienced team members. I'm about to head out now. Oh, it's actually me. Samsung, there's something important I really need you to discover. This information needs to remain private, so I urge you to treat it with the utmost care and secrecy. The kids' play area feels completely deserted throughout the daytime. Have I been the only one experiencing this again? I truly hope the Ajumma shares my happiness and feels just as content. Why do you seem so lost in your own world? I'm truly sorry. I just can't seem to get this off my chest. Are you sure about that? I'm really going to focus now. Should we consider shifting to a different spot first? Hold on, just a moment, Jaiwan. The previous time I inquired whether you were feeling anxious or not. You mentioned you had doubts, even though deep down, you knew how you truly felt. I believe it's because the excitement wasn't quite strong enough. Today, I decided to try out this look for the first time, and I have to say, I'm genuinely excited about it. If you're comfortable with it, would you be interested in exploring something a little more thrilling, together with me? What was it last night that bothered me until this morning? A friend asked, is something bothering you? Could it be that you're upset because I didn't open up to you before? Wasn't I clear earlier about how sick I was feeling at that time? Are you really attempting to get back at me in such a way? I'm really sorry, but that's not how it is. Regardless of the strong bond we share as friends. How did I let myself appear this way? Particularly when it comes to Jaiwan semen. I am only mentioning this because we don't have any water at home at the moment. I'll go get some wet wipes, so hang tight right here for me. Hey, Kwon Haisu. What's going on? You refuse to let your friend in just because there's no water. That's really disappointing and hurtful. I'm feeling even more heartbroken now, Sob, it's been so long, and I really wished I could have seen Jaiwan before I left. I felt it was best to steer clear of the situation for the time being, so I simply walked away without giving it much thought. Unexpectedly, I found myself getting involved in the workout, and honestly, it felt surprisingly good. Whenever I take a step, I feel it deeply. It's such a relief to finally get back to exercising after so long, it truly lifts my spirits. It's as if every bit of tension is simply dissolving into nothingness. What's wrong? Are you still feeling uneasy about what went down before? If we're talking about that event, I've already. Have you ever found yourself completely captivated and unable to let go of something? Wait, addiction. Just like that, out of nowhere. I can't believe it. If shopping or exercising became an obsession, I truly was completely hooked on them at some stage. But seriously, what's the deal with it? I kept asking myself how I might break free from this addiction, how I could finally conquer it. It's similar to the debate between choosing hot water or cold water, and it really makes you think. I'm not sure who inquired, but it felt like a fun little quiz. Here's a question that really got me thinking. If you place both hot and cold water in the freezer simultaneously, which one will actually freeze first? It's such a fascinating puzzle that sparks curiosity and makes you want to experiment right away. Clearly, it has to be the chilly water, don't you think? At first, I genuinely believed cold water would freeze faster, but, wow, I was totally surprised. Based on their observation, when conducting the experiment, it's the boiling water that cools down and turns into ice before anything else. So, what I really want to express is, when you're so completely absorbed in something that it consumes all your thoughts, making you feel like your very existence depends on obtaining it. Why not completely lose yourself in it and enjoy every moment to the fullest? Wait, are you seriously telling me to just dive in and enjoy it fully without any hesitation? Absolutely, push through until it no longer affects you. Once you've had enough, it won't bother you anymore. Trying to suppress it only makes it resurface repeatedly in your thoughts. Keep going, you're stronger than you think. It's like liquid that's been heated to a fierce boil. It cools down quite fast, you know. Truly. Could it possibly function that way? I'm honestly surprised. Are you certain that everything's alright? Please refrain from asking the same thing over and over again, it's becoming quite overwhelming and frustrating. How many times do you need to hear it? I told you I'm okay, but beneath my brave front, there's still a flutter of anxiety. Alright. I guess I'll quit searching for now, just so you know. She couldn't forget Jaiwan's figure, and was always waiting for him when he came home late at night. The laundry slipped my mind entirely, I totally forgot to hang it out to dry. I really need to change my outfit before Jaiwan gets here. Looking after yourself, really appreciate today's moments together. Thank you so much. Jaiwan, hold on just a moment. Father. I've arrived. Has he already fallen asleep? What a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I probably would have gotten a serious talking to if I had bumped into my dad. Dad. What are you doing in my space? You Suyin. Have you truly gone insane? What are you talking about? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Unless your mind is truly losing its grip. How on earth could you get involved with someone like that? Unbelievable. I could sense that beneath your surface, there's a raw, coarse energy flowing within you. I warned you, didn't I? Don't even attempt to draw attention while you're here. Just stay silent, invisible, as if you're already gone. How on earth did you fall for that scoundrel's lies and let him manipulate you like that? Particularly in the midst of your dad's campaign period? Wow, can you believe it? It has to be that damn guy's fault. This is unacceptable. I have to reprimand that jerk thoroughly so he never dares come near you again. I understand. Really? At last, I truly grasped the reason behind Dad's constant care for the goldfish all these years. What on earth are you? Are you telling your dad right now, you Suyin? After getting close to him many times, the priest had someone follow him and found out the truth. Wow, 10 years already. Can you believe it? It's probably all thanks to that jerk's actions. This won't suffice. I have to give that jerk a piece of my mind so he never dares to come near you again, I understand. Wait, so that's why Dad has been caring for those goldfish all along, it's suddenly so clear now. What on earth are you? Are you telling your dad right now, you Suyin? Dad, how do I fit into your life? Suyin. Are I just like the fish you nurture, Dad? I always believed my dad was a person who carried a deep sense of duty and commitment. Even though you're only a goldfish, you still make an effort to feed and care for it every day, but unfortunately, that's not how things really are. To Dad, a goldfish is just a quiet little being, trapped within the small, tight space of his world. It's a place where it's barely able to catch its breath and shuffle restlessly inside the tank. Exactly like me. I totally relate. What in the world are you referring to? Could it be because of that jerk? Did that jerk force you into this? Did he actually order you to interrogate me? Come to your senses. That jerk is only taking advantage of you. He's only interested in your wealth and status. And no, maybe he was brought on board by the rival candidate. Wait, please stop. Jaiwan isn't that type of individual at all. Jaiwan truly is. Unlike you, Dad, he truly understands where I'm coming from. Perhaps it's something you can't quite grasp, you. Are you seriously losing your mind right now? Yes, I'm utterly shattered, but what choice do I have now? Now that I'm shattered, I sense a newfound freedom unlike anything I've known. The days of being trapped in your cage are finally over, Dad. Please refrain from reaching out to me until I get in touch first, Suyin. She's totally lost it, haha, ha. I find it hard to believe she would say such a thing unless she's lost her mind. What on earth is this? Oh, my little fish. This is my precious goldfish. I can't believe where she might have led them. Starting today, you're free to dive in and swim to your heart's content, embrace the joy of limitless swimming. Push yourself to reach any distance you desire, let nothing hold you back. Now you're able to enjoy reading on your own, Mona, huh? So proud of you. I'm so sorry, Suyin. Mom has to be gone for some time. Mom, it's alright, even if you're miles apart. I'll always hold you close in my heart. If you've managed to break free from the tank. Soon, everything will turn out perfectly alright. Wow, Ajumma, you're up so early. Absolutely. I intend to get some chores done at home before I leave for work today. Head to the bathroom and freshen up before breakfast. Got it. Suyin mentioned that she really enjoys being spanked, feeling excited by it. But how can we forget about Ajumma? I'm curious whether she enjoys being pushed around just as much. Jae-Jaiwan? What's going on with you right now? Your auntie has to head to work and manage the household chores as well. Hang in there. I strongly advise against doing this, it's truly not a good idea. Please remain exactly like this for a little while longer. If I go through with this, I just don't think I can. For me, it seems I've fallen completely under your spell, Ajumma. I can't get enough of you. Absolutely, push through until you're genuinely exhausted by it, only then will it stop haunting you. Trying to force it down will only make it resurface over and over in your thoughts. It's like liquid that's been heated to a fierce boil. It chills down pretty fast, you feel me? Psalm 1. Okay, let's just get this done swiftly. I can't wait to be done with it. What on earth just happened? Did she overlook it because of the way I grazed her behind? I accidentally squeezed her behind a bit more firmly than I normally do, and I can't help feeling embarrassed about it. Will it also bring you relief and comfort? If I deal with them more harshly than I normally would. He sat there thinking about her figure and actions last night. This is how Ajumma's physique appears. Are you responding to my touch with such emotion? Is she truly doing well? Had she been her usual self, she would have turned it down without a second thought. Being late for work was never something she took lightly. She didn't put up a fight this time either. What on earth is this? Is he really planning to walk away without a word? I was meant to hold on until Ajumma was set, but I just couldn't wait any longer. I nearly gave in and was on the verge of grabbing it first, feeling so tempted to make it mine. If I give it to her ahead of time, before she even requests it, absolutely not. I must bear it until she finally reaches her breaking point and admits she can't handle it any longer. Who's that right now? No way, it's Sungbik. Hey, did you catch that? Suyin's finally moving out on her own. I'm so excited for her. It's really bizarre. Had circumstances unfolded as usual, it simply wouldn't have resulted in such an outcome, but why did this have to occur today? Could it truly be all because of the school assignments? Perhaps. Is it because of that child? Why do I keep struggling with these feelings? It's so overwhelming and confusing. If that kid is truly the reason behind it, then maybe it's actually something positive, right? Exactly. This is exactly what I longed for, only me, nothing more, nothing less. That night was truly unforgettable. The events of this morning. Is it possible that absolutely nothing exists? He seems completely unfazed by it. He's been glued to his phone, messaging non-stop for hours now. I suppose that must be her. Finally, I've been waiting for this moment. They must be involved in some kind of connection. Although it might not seem evident, if things were as they normally are. We could have been sharing our thoughts right now. And now, all because of her. Is he starting to drift away from me? I can't help but feel my heart sinking. Ma'am. I can't help but smile whenever I see you. Has the lady not requested it yet? I can't believe it, such disappointment. I'm not fond of connections that solely cater to my own cravings. I also really want to make Ajumma happy, so, despite the pain, I must push through it. What's going on with you and your drink? Jaiwan. I can't believe you're really here. Jiwon. Why are you upset, Sungbik? What's going on? Take a deep breath and release this now. Let peace fill your heart. So, here's where things stand right now. While you were on the phone, you said Sujin and Suyin were living on their own now, and Byung De-hyung, who happened to be nearby, overheard everything, didn't he? Are you serious? If it's Taesung Office, then it's practically just around the corner, isn't it? I unintentionally revealed the address of the house without meaning to. Do you think that's acceptable? It appears he's unable to move on from Suyin, constantly teasing her and holding on to lingering feelings. What if they really end up discovering the house? I can't shake this feeling like I'm losing my mind. It's as if I'm trapped in an endless game of hide and seek. Sujin mentioned that it should stay between us, sharing only with you, but suddenly, Byung the Hyung appeared out of nowhere, catching me off guard and filling me with surprise and uncertainty. Hold on, what made her reveal where they're relocating initially? Huh. This is absolutely wild. I'm rambling on without making any sense again. Oh okay. So, as we were sharing a meal, our chat naturally drifted towards hobbies. We only had a brief conversation. We're not as connected as you might assume. No, it's not like that at all. It just came up naturally while we were talking. Did you all feel your bond strengthen during the recent dinner? It seemed like you connected even faster than I had anticipated. No need to be overly anxious. I'll make sure Suyin understands everything clearly. Are you serious? I'll reach out to Suyin immediately. In moments like these, honesty truly feels like the best approach. And Suyin, she's more clever than she appears, so if she anticipates it beforehand, she can manage everything smoothly. If anything comes up, she only needs to let us know, and we'll handle it right away. Thank you so much, truly grateful. Jaiwan. Just as I thought, you're the only one who truly stands out. For me, it seems like I've fallen completely under your spell, Ajumma. I can't get enough of you. I feel like walking away like this won't be easy, but, at this moment. It's similar to boiling water, it's extremely hot at first, but it cools down pretty fast, you feel me? Jaiwan remains lingering outside, and I can't help but feel a mix of anticipation and concern. Why does my chest feel so tight and unbearable? The anticipation is truly agonizing. Just 1 minute, but it drags on like an entire hour. I've been in relationships before, but this feeling is completely new to me. My thoughts are overwhelmed with pointless daydreams. My mind and soul feel overwhelmed and exhausted. I just can't get him out of my mind, he's constantly on my thoughts, and it's driving me crazy with longing. Haha. Jaiwan, seriously, when on earth will you return? Ha ha ha. Ha, you're just abandoning me all by myself. He entered his room and saw the girl in her pajamas, seemingly fast asleep. Is it really already midnight? Wow, time flew by so quickly. I got held up because I couldn't stop myself from hearing Sunbeak's entire story. At this point. Surely, even the Ajumma has dozed off by now, hasn't she? Ha, ha, Jaiwan's fragrance, ha, so intoxicating. I'm overwhelmed and just can't cope unless I do this, sigh. What's happening to me? My mind is overwhelmed with bizarre feelings, my whole body feels like it's burning up. Panting, I just can't seem to settle, my heart won't stop racing. I was the one who encouraged myself to pursue a relationship, haha. I'm overwhelmed with anxiety when I'm alone, and the restlessness won't let me be, sigh. Now, on top of everything, I find myself feeling jealous too, sigh. Haha, I'm absolutely the worst. Wait, Ajumma, you actually showed up. I can't believe it. Ajumma? What on earth is this? Why am I acting like I'm asleep? I can't believe I'm caught off guard like this. Did she doze off in my room while she was waiting? I want to let him know I'm wide awake, yet I can't seem to find the words to say it. Why didn't she reach out to me? I've been waiting anxiously for her call. Even in her sleep, that Ajumma radiates a natural beauty that takes my breath away. Your lips, they ignite a fiery passion within me, leaving me breathless every time I see them. Honestly, Ajumma, you mentioned before that kissing was off limits, not for someone like me, but still. You deserve to share that moment with someone you truly care about, not with someone like me. So for now, I'm just restraining myself. Every time I catch a glimpse of you, I feel an overwhelming urge to hold you close and shower you with kisses, it's incredibly difficult to resist. I'm merely trying to stay strong and push through, you understand. Whenever the Ajumma is by my side, I feel a warmth and comfort that words can't express. She's never once expressed that she enjoys it. I'll persist and wait patiently until I hear you say, like, "Dear Ajumma." I had such an amazing time with Ajumma that I can't help but feel overwhelmed even now, but I truly wish I didn't have to be the only one experiencing this joy. Right now. I truly wish Ajumma is feeling as wonderful as I am. Was he really holding himself back? I had planned to visit the administration office earlier today, but it completely slipped my mind. Jaiwan. Even as his longing grows stronger, he restrains himself, unwilling to fully surrender to the temptation. I really can't ignore this, it definitely feels like something important. I suppose I have to answer it. So. Sweet dreams, Ajumma. Wait, do you actually know her? Oh, is that, your older sister? Or maybe a family member? All thanks to that kid. I can't help but feel so moved. He remains as captivated by me as ever. I feel, honestly, so thrilled. Wait, what on earth is this? Can it be true that I'm actually kissing an Ajumma at this moment? I can hardly believe it. Is this really happening? It feels so unreal, like a moment straight out of a dream. It's like a blissful sensation that seems to exist only within a dream, the words I've just spoken. I honestly believed the Ajumma was dozing off when I mentioned it, haha, haha. Are you sure about that? You mentioned that kissing should be reserved for someone else, haha, haha. I believe. I could have been wrong. If you're looking to share a kiss, you can even do it with an Ajumma, so, starting right now. Please don't wander off alone, and don't abandon Ajumma. Jaiwan, Ajumma. Why is Ajumma acting so strangely all of a sudden? I'm really puzzled and a bit worried. Regardless of how much she took in from my words, her sudden change in behavior is truly baffling. Was she anxious because I stayed out late and returned home much later than expected? If that's not the case, then, could it be that she's been struggling with unease all along? For quite some time now. There's so much more I could share, but I truly wish I could express even more. This time, I'm determined to push through completely, no matter what. Deep breath. Good morning. Wishing you a wonderful start to your day filled with positivity and joy. Oh, team leader, the managing director is on the line asking to speak with you. Is this really the managing director? I can hardly believe it. What's going on right now? He mentioned to let you know to come straight when you arrive, but I'm not really sure why. Sure, I'll check it out soon and see what it's all about. Absolutely, step right inside. Was that you summoning me, Director? I was just thinking about you, so your arrival is perfect. Come over and check this out. Those stockings you're wearing are really lovely, aren't they? Is this how your team has been performing this month? I'm truly disappointed. I was starting to feel concerned that team leader Kwan's enthusiasm was fading, but you're still bursting with energy, right? You immediately grasped what I meant and flipped it around in an instant. It's clear your talents remain sharp as ever. Let's continue on this path moving forward. Exciting positive updates are just around the corner. I truly appreciate your support. Hey boss, don't you think it's time to tighten up a little? Although you secured second place in the company, the distance between you and team leader Kwan remains significant. Keep pushing yourself to achieve more, your potential is limitless. Yeah. I'll remember that. Phew, but honestly, that old man, he's still stubbornly clinging to the notion of rivalry or combat like that. It's always the same familiar tale, no matter if it's the past or the present. But seriously, how do you do it? What secret are you referring to? Are you talking about the show? No, I'm not talking about that, I mean your skin. Wow, you're looking especially fantastic today. Did you discover some amazing skincare secret or dermatologist? You truly seem to be turning back the clock, Uni. If you have any advice on how to maintain a youthful spirit, I'd love to hear it. Hey, Uni. What's the secret? Recently, Jaiwan's youthful innocence has become even more apparent, bringing a sense of charm and warmth to those around her. Right now, I'm going along with everything quietly, but although I think it's really cute, it's beginning to make me feel uneasy. Excuse me. Team leader. I have a question. It's not exactly work-related, but have you recently started using a different skincare product? Wait, really? That's surprising. But tell me, what's going on? I can't help but notice your skin looks a little more radiant today. It's like there's a newfound glow. Are you serious? I have my doubts, and honestly, I suppose I've been getting good sleep lately, and perhaps that's the reason why. I frequently get praised for the noticeable glow my skin has gained, and it truly makes me feel confident and happy. If you've finished your tasks, head home early. I'm considering doing the same today, feeling like I need a break. Yes, I'll go ahead with it. Could this be connected to the recent event with Jaiwan? I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am. Would you mind moving your chair slightly closer so there's enough room for the back seat? I'd really appreciate it. Why? I'm comfortable like this. Besides, it's a rule to pull the seat forward during meals. Wow, I'm really uncertain about the rules or any related details. I'll remain like this, because it's all I can do right now. Hey, what's going on with you? What are you attempting right now? Can't you realize you're crowding my space and making it feel so confined? Please be quiet. I mean, keep your lips sealed. Hey, you nasty, vile person. Wait, what? Did I just hear that right? Are you cursing at me at this very moment? You believe I wouldn't notice? Please, stay calm, ma'am. Are you kidding me right now? That woman just insulted me out of nowhere. Please send someone over right away. Ma'am. Please ask the person responsible to come here immediately. Chuckle. Would you mind sliding your chair a bit closer to the table? It would really help create some room for those sitting behind you. Why is that? I feel at ease here. When it's time to eat, there's a rule to slide the seat ahead. Honestly, I'm not well versed in the rules or anything of that sort, so I'll just keep my distance. Hey there. What's going on with you? What's your current game plan? Don't you realize that my personal space is shrinking by the minute? Please be quiet. The phrase "Halt den Mund" is German, translating to "shut your mouth." It carries a certain intensity, don't you think? Did you just call me that, you big bully? I can't believe my ears. You're currently yelling at me, aren't you? Don't you think I wouldn't notice? Please, try to calm down, ma'am. Are you kidding me? This person just cursed at me out of nowhere. Bring someone here right away. Please, ma'am. Hey, could you give the supervisor a heads up? I need to chat with them ASAP. Many moms and dads worry about their kids' immune systems, especially when it comes to what they eat and their general nutrition, don't they? I can only imagine how many times you found yourself in a doctor's office dealing with colds and eczema, and I bet every single visit was an incredibly tough experience for you. With that said, I'm excited to share a fantastic product that I believe can be incredibly beneficial, our children's syrup, crafted specifically for little ones just like yours. We all understand the struggle of getting kids to take their medicine, especially due to its unpleasant taste. However, amazingly, the syrup I'm introducing today has been crafted to be incredibly tasty, making it super easy and hassle-free for kids to take. How about we get more involved in the process? I'd love to provide you with a sample of the syrup so you can truly savor its flavor firsthand. Afterwards, I'd be delighted to guide you through its key features and advantages, ensuring you see its full potential. Let me just drizzle a little of the syrup into my mouth. So delicious. This is so refreshing. Don't you think so, Kyungda Sunbae? Is that Kyungda Sunbae? Senior, Kyungda Sunbae. Oh my. Wow, I think I've been a bit distracted recently, but just thinking about it gives me such a boost of energy. Ha. Ha ha ha. Bursting with fresh energy and a newfound sense of hope, I'm excited to embark on this next adventure and finally give the syrup a shot. I'm really excited to try the syrup myself and can't wait to witness the wonderful improvements it will deliver after just one generous spoonful. This is incredibly tangy, oh my goodness. Wow, That's incredibly quick. Congratulations, Sunbae. You're absolutely shining. Stargram and the community are buzzing with excitement about your posts, Sunbae. I'm completely exhausted, and my mind is a whirlwind from being criticized at every turn. Can you please just cut it out already? Come on, snap out of it. What's been going on with you lately? You seem really out of sorts. I'm worried about you. What's truly the matter with me, honestly? It feels like you're constantly lost in your own world, brushing off conversations and acting as if you've turned into someone entirely unrecognizable. Yeah, honestly, I've been struggling to stay centered lately. My mind's been scattered everywhere, and I just don't feel like my usual self. It's been a really hard time. Perhaps I should have simply embraced a quieter life and tied the knot, sigh. All my friends have progressed to new chapters in their lives, tying the knot, starting families, and truly embracing their greatest adventures. I've been simply drifting along, working and surviving, feeling lost without any true sense of meaning or direction. It feels as if Sunbae has stepped into the role of a sage elder. How about giving a guy a chance for a change? He's the epitome of perfection, good-looking, sharp-minded, and towering above the rest. And he's quite youthful as well. A man who possesses all those amazing traits. A bright, clever, and lanky young man, haha. Hey, did you notice that? I'm truly the clever, tall, and youthful guy I just mentioned. Sorry, I have to answer this call right now. Hey there, Auntie. Aunt? Shocked, she quickly stepped forward. Hey, what's happening? I can't believe you actually reached out to me. Okay, I'm heading out now. I truly apologize, but I have to dash. Can we chat later? I'm heading out now. What on earth, who just up and leaves a chat like that? Hold on, does she actually have a hidden child or what? Huh, indeed. Well, it's not bad, I suppose. I think I can handle it, probably by the end of the day. My voice. Oh no. It seems I've come down with a slight cold, coughs. Oh no. If Ms. Haisu is truly not feeling her best, I could definitely fetch some medicine or something to help her out. Jaiwan, what on earth are you up to while I'm trying to focus on this call? Ugh. I truly apologize. I enjoyed it immensely. I was truly captivated and found it impossible to hold back my enthusiasm. Is it really beyond your control? Seriously? Absolutely. Alright. From now on, please refrain from doing that, okay? It would be greatly appreciated. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was taken aback when you reached out to me out of the blue. How are you enjoying your time in Korea? Oh my goodness, it's incredibly hot here. Excuse me? Could you possibly repeat that in Korean? My aunt is completely lost and doesn't grasp any of it. My aunt is completely lost, she just doesn't get it. Goodness, it's sweltering out here, and that's exactly what I expressed. How about we just dive into it in another language? It's suddenly feeling quite steamy in here. But what led you to unexpectedly find yourself in Korea? Did you make the journey right after completing your semester? Actually, that's not quite accurate. I took a little time off after the exams and decided to visit. I'm intending to head out in a few days. It's been really wonderful. I can't help but wonder, how's Haisu doing? She surely must be aware that you're in Korea as well, don't you think? She likely isn't aware since I didn't inform her. Why? You really ought to share this with your mom. Kakik. It's way more enjoyable when you suddenly appear, don't you think? Gosh, both mom and appa might be totally shocked. Whenever they catch a glimpse of me, you know. Ha. Ha. Jaiwan, so delicate and soft. Hold me, softly, carefully, oh no. Jainan, my heart is about to explode, ha. Ha.
When his girlfriend came back from abroad, the stepmother and son were close. The girl just got off the car. I'm truly grateful for you taking the time to give me a lift today. It meant a lot to me. Once you arrive home, make sure to stay safe. Thank you so much. It's possible that her character has shifted somewhat because of her prolonged stay overseas. Could there be something unique in the foreign seas? Let me be the one to go first. I can't wait to join you. He must have transformed quite a bit since that time, Jaiwan Appa. You mentioned you would just give it a little nudge. Your Ajumma is still hard at work, not finished just yet. Just a bit more, would you? This is such a tough one to quit. If I halt midway, my mind will be preoccupied with it all day long, making it impossible to focus on anything else. Ah. Jaiwan, if you go ahead with that, then Did you catch that noise just a moment ago? It felt like something stirred. I'm really not certain. Wait, is that Mom joining us as well? But what makes this place feel so eerily quiet? Han Jaiwan. I'm finally here. Is that really you, Jaiwan Appa? This place seems deserted, weird. It sounds like Yunbil. Oh wow. Did Yunbil actually mention she's coming over today? Not a single word from her yet. Don't you believe it's only right to warmly welcome your daughter back from her time studying overseas? Seriously though, what's this? Yunbil. Hey there. Fancy seeing you here. What brings you to Mom's room? The lady mentioned her shoulders felt achy, so I thought I'd offer her a little massage, am I right? Huh? Wow, is that true? So you both were inseparable, just like two peas in a pod, huh? Alright then, let's go grab some food together. I'm starving and haven't eaten a thing. Got it. Mom will have it prepared shortly. Just as I anticipated, there's nothing quite like my mom's cooking. It's simply the best, oh my. I had a feeling you'd be craving something like kimchi soup or succulent pork belly. These days, everything you need is readily available at the supermarket, yet it's quite ironic that we can't find a cozy spot to savor a simple, comforting homemade dish like this one. Honestly, I've prepared plenty, so feel free to dig in and enjoy as much as you want. By the way, is there any chance we're out of beer at home, Mom? Do you know how to imbibe properly? I'm also familiar with how to light up a cigarette, just so you know. Oh wow. I can't believe you've kept that from Mom all this time. I'll be sticking around for a few days, so consider this your heads up. I kept it under wraps as I was unsure of Mom's reaction. I believe I'll enjoy a drink and head to bed early tonight. Sigh. Yunbil can't enter her room at the moment due to the chaos inside. She didn't give you any prior notice about it. What's the fuss all about? I'll simply snuggle up in my mom's room, and for a change, I'll drift off to sleep wrapped in the comforting embrace of her warm hug. Are you feeling envious because you wish you could do the same, Appa? What's the matter? I was only joking. Why are you reacting so intensely? Anyway, I'm staking my claim next to Mom, R. Sounds good, right? Wow. Ugh. I'm losing my mind. I'm wide awake right now, sleep eludes me. Yunbil must have nodded off, huh? Is that really Jaiwan? If Yunbil has drifted off to sleep, could you please join me in my room for a little while? Receiving a summons to his room at this late hour. I can't help but wonder what this could possibly mean. As anticipated, this review is quite disappointing. Mother. Why aren't you sleeping? That's. I found myself parched, so I decided to quench my thirst with a refreshing glass of water. So, shall we embark on this journey together? I'm feeling quite parched too, so why don't we head out together? Alright then. Why hasn't she responded yet? The notifications for unread messages on KakaoTalk have obviously vanished, but is everything okay? Or could it simply be that it's the late hour? Ugh. I don't think I'll be able to get some shut-eye like this. Excuse me, ma'am. You showed up after reading my message on KakaoTalk, really? Wow, what's going on here? I can't believe they're both together like this. I'll return shortly. What in the world is happening? Did my message on KakaoTalk disturb Yunbil's sleep as well? Could they possibly be awake at this late hour? Yunbil hasn't noticed my message. On KakaoTalk, did she happen to? Han Jaiwan, you've really come a long way since I last saw you. It's amazing to see how much you've developed. During that time, you were quite the emotional one. It feels like your jawline has really sharpened up a bit. You've grown even more attractive. What's happening? Why did Yunbil show up instead of the Ajumma? This is so confusing and unexpected. Ugh, thanks to Shin Yunbil, I found it impossible to get a good night's sleep. Thanks to her, my focus was completely off, and now this, what in the world is happening? What on earth is this? Why is she cleaning at this hour? She must be really tired or desperate. This is the part where it really matters. Ever since yesterday, perhaps it's because I've been bottling it up inside. I just can't take it any longer. Hey Ajumma, Jaiwan? Said with a mix of surprise and uncertainty, showing that the speaker didn't expect to see this person here. Why didn't you drop by my room yesterday? I was anxiously waiting for you. What will you do if Yoonbil opens her eyes? That's just not going to happen. Last night, she popped into my room unexpectedly late at night. Hold on a second, now that Yoonbil is awake, we can't engage in this kind of behavior anymore, so, I'm begging you. Are you interested in coming to my place? Really? To your place? Mother. Yoonbil. Wait, what? Brother and mom. What on earth are you two up to at this moment? Yoonbil. I can't believe I'm seeing this right now. In reality, the fact of the matter is. No, well, she kept refusing, but I proceeded anyway. I can't help but feel overwhelmed, just so exhausted. Why are you making all this racket while cleaning in the morning? It's impossible for me to get any sleep. Wait, what's that? Cleaning? The noise? Oh yes, it's the vigorous scrubbing. Are you able to handle that this afternoon? Please don't tell me you can't. Yoonbil, I'm really curious about your perspective on this. What do you think? Why are you flashing a V sign like you accomplished something amazing? Gore. Wow, it seems like Yoonbil might have overlooked putting in her contact lenses before heading out, doesn't it? Without your glasses, everything ahead appears blurry and out of focus, doesn't it? Oops, my apologies. I'm just about finished tidying up, so why don't you head back to bed? Ha ha. It's all good, I was already up anyway. I'll get myself ready and join you, so let's head out and catch a movie together. Luckily, it appears we managed to stay under the radar, absolutely. From now on, whenever Yoonbil is around, things will be different. Absolutely, dear aunt. I am indeed Yoonbil. Could I kindly request a small favor, just this one time? It's not really that challenging, it's just, could you possibly? Arriving early is truly delightful as it allows you to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere with hardly anyone else around. Truly, it seems we're the sole ones in this place. Any ideas on what to munch on during the movie? Popcorn? Nachos? Personally, I can't wait to indulge. Starting now, with Yoonbil around, this kind of conduct is absolutely not allowed. Do you get what I'm saying? Wait, really? But I still get it. Okay then. Oh man, just one day feels overwhelming. How on earth am I supposed to get through an entire week? Whenever I spot an Ajumma, I can't help but feel a rush of warmth and nostalgia. I can't shake off these bizarre thoughts, it's all that fills my head, Ajumma, Jaiwan. What do you think you're doing? Yoonbil's right here, don't you notice? Yoonbil is actually. I'm currently immersed in a show on television. She's completely ignoring us, sigh, but, ugh. I've reached my breaking point, being around Ajumma is just unbearable for me, sigh. Surprised, aren't you? Oh my. Jaiwan Appa. Why are you zoning out like that? What beverage would you like, darling? I'll go with the same order as Ajumma, please. Thanks. So, you two can split one, and I'll go for something different. Alright. I guess so. I'll head over to place the order. Why do I behave like this? Even with Yoonbil present, these thoughts keep swirling in my head. Am I truly falling into an obsession with my connection to Ajumma? Ma'am. Previously, you mentioned that it's forbidden when Yoonbil is present. From the day before yesterday, when our conversation was cut off, and we couldn't pick it up again. Since then, I've been unable to stop thinking about you. It's been on my mind constantly, feeling a mix of curiosity and concern about what became of our chat. I totally get your point, so there's really no need to keep going on about it. Is it really that hard for you? It's as if a smartphone junkie is locked away in a space devoid of any internet connection. Could you clarify what you mean by that? What I'm trying to say is, it feels akin to going through the agony of withdrawal. Come on mom, even I'm ready with the popcorn. I could really use some help here, I don't have enough hands. Just give me a sec. I'll be right there. I sincerely apologize for what transpired earlier today. I can't shake the feeling that I introduced a subject that was completely unwarranted. Come on, let's hurry up. The movie's about to begin. Jaiwan, is that you, dear auntie? After several failed attempts to get close to her, he meant. It feels akin to going through the agony of withdrawal. Mom, hurry up. The popcorn is all set, and I can barely carry everything. Just give me a sec. I'll be right there. I sincerely apologize for what transpired earlier today. I can't shake the feeling that I introduced a subject that was completely unwarranted. Come on, let's hurry up. The movie's about to begin. Jaiwan, is that really you, auntie? Saiwan, we really need to hurry up. Hey mom, I feel really bad, could you please give me a minute to say goodbye? Why? Why, is Ajumma resting her hand so gently on her thigh? It feels like there's more to this moment, a hidden story or emotion. Previously, she explicitly stated that it was forbidden. I'm not quite sure why, but somehow, I can't shake the feeling that. Absolutely thrilled. The film was quite enjoyable, don't you think? Oh, definitely. It was enjoyable, but sooner. Why did you do that in the movie theater? Such a weird thing to do. You pointed out that it was not allowed while Yunbil was around. It seems you're still waiting for a response to the question you posed earlier, haven't you? Wait, are you referring to that question we discussed earlier? Absolutely, I wonder if you'll still treat me the same when Yunbil isn't here. Previously, you mentioned that it's forbidden when Yunbil is present. But, what if, in those moments when Yunbil is absent, can't we simply be ourselves? Just the two of us, enjoying each other's company? If you find it difficult to say no, then it's perfectly fine to stick to your usual ways. Where shall we head to next? Why don't we all go to a cafe for a change? It would be nice to mix things up a bit. We're also getting Appa's favorite cheese bun, and oh wow. How odd, what could have prompted the Ajumma to have a sudden change of heart? If only she were her normal self. Sigh. In a situation with Yunbil, this type of thing wouldn't even occur. She probably would have exclaimed that it's forbidden. Oh dear lady, may I indulge in your, excuse me, what did you just say? Oh my. What if Yunbil walks in while you're doing that? This could get awkward. Just for a moment. I'll pay extra attention to hear the front door this time, promise? Now, make sure you wrap it up swiftly, okay? After getting the go-ahead from Ajumma. Initially, true to my word, I only engaged in it when Yunbil was absent. For instance, I'd seize those opportunities. Whenever she stepped out to hang out with her friends or spent time away from home. Ugh, just a bit longer, softly now. Ha! Auntie, can't I just gently place it in a little? Ah, no, I really have to insist, it's nearly time for Yunbil to return home, oh. I'm truly sorry, but it's just not possible. Before I realized, even while Yunbil was at home, I couldn't shake this overwhelming feeling. I found myself completely captivated by my connection with Ajumma. Despite being fully aware that this perilous affair could be revealed at any time. Ah, if we get discovered this time, there won't be any way to justify it. But in all honesty, the meal we had today was delicious, wasn't it, Mom? Yeah, it was amazing. I couldn't help but continue. After days of fighting against it, my body, utterly exhausted, has finally surrendered, with only this little bit. It simply didn't satisfy me. I could never find true happiness in just that, sigh, it falls short. Do you think it's alright for us to be here together like this? Yunbil could start to wonder. I just crafted a believable excuse, so I believe I should be safe for roughly 2 hours. Alright, so what's our next destination? Hang tight, we're nearly at our destination. Look what we have here. Is that really it? Are you really asking me to come along with you? She stammered, that's a motel over there. She wondered aloud, why on earth would I ever venture to such a place? Ever since Yunbil stepped into their lives, the atmosphere at home had turned increasingly tense. They felt a knot of anxiety tightening in their chests, knowing that if they continued their reckless behavior, the consequences could be dire. She thought to herself, if she goes there with Jaiwan, others will surely find it odd. Oh, how perplexing. She realized that individuals often do not focus on the affairs of others as much as one might assume. Furthermore, given how youthful you appear, they could possibly assume we are romantically involved. He stuttered, a couple? And no way. So don't fret, let's step inside, ma'am. Jae Jiwon. Wait. She felt a sense of inevitability wash over her as she thought to herself, just as I anticipated. He couldn't help but feel puzzled and curious as he wondered, why is this happening? What could this be? His mind was filled with confusion and a hint of concern. Eager to understand the mystery before him, he hesitated before saying that he didn't feel right, explaining that the overall mood seemed unusually unsettling and peculiar. She sighed, realizing that everything had unfolded just as she had feared. He hoped to avoid running into anyone, if at all possible. They appear to be a couple, or maybe not, sweetheart, they could overhear us if you continue doing that. He cleared his throat and muttered to himself, oh, I'm simply having a little chat with my own thoughts, nothing more. He realized that, as he had suspected, the two of them appeared quite odd together. He couldn't help but feel a mixture of surprise and a touch of sadness at how out of place they looked side by side. She contemplated the situation and felt that returning would be the wisest choice at this moment. He assured her not to be concerned about it. He doesn't need to worry about what others say, okay? All right. She hesitated for a moment before asking, would it be all right if I took a shower first? He remembered that she had already taken one earlier before arriving at this place. He felt a mix of surprise and concern upon realizing it. He hesitated before saying, it's true, but I can't help feeling uncertain about it. He said they needed to hurry up and couldn't waste any time, they had to jump in the shower soon. We don't have much time right now. She asked, Jae Jiwon. Do you not enjoy it when we hurry like this, auntie? She sighed softly, it's not that I have any dislike for it, but I'm feeling a bit anxious. He felt overwhelmed, realizing he must have been drenched in sweat during their journey to this place. He warned her urgently, we're running out of time. If we delay any longer, Yoonbil could become suspicious, and that would ruin everything. She asked softly, is that all right? And after a moment's pause, she reassured him, it's all good. Jiwon Appa? Yoonbil called out, emotion filling her voice as she tried to get his attention. He was giving an elderly woman a massage because she mentioned that her shoulders were aching. Wasn't that right? He had been such a fool, she thought, her heart heavy with regret as she whispered, oh, Appa, how could you be so naive? Ajama, Jiwon expressed her desire to join them, her voice filled with eagerness. Would you like to come along with us? She asked enthusiastically. He had always been a mama's boy, and she couldn't shake off the nagging feeling that things might end up like this, but she had never thought that even her mother would put up with such behavior. He realized with a heavy heart that despite her presence, he was unable to rein in his impulses. She thought to herself, just as she anticipated, it indicates he has fallen into addiction, or so she believes. He warned, it's perilous out there. He had always been the kind of person who dove headfirst into whatever captured his interest, losing himself entirely in the process. Whether it was poring over textbooks or immersing himself in video games, he became so engrossed that there was no turning back. He gently urged his older brother, Appa, are you experiencing another nosebleed? Please, put the book down for a moment. She sighed softly, muttering to herself, wait, I just have to read a little longer. Yoonbil, they won't stop unless someone intervenes, we need to be there for them. He felt a deep urgency to intervene, to prevent him from steering that obsession-like fascination any further. She noticed the time and sighed, feeling a twinge of worry. I hope Mom isn't running too late, she thought, a hint of concern creeping into her voice. He hasn't gone to bed yet? She wondered why her mother was staring at her with such intensity. She gently approached him and asked, Appa, could we have a moment to chat? He asked hesitantly, what did she want to discuss? She promised that those who chose to follow her would uncover the truth. She wondered if he felt anxious about their late return home. She apologized, explaining that they had intended to return home immediately, but an unexpected situation had arisen during their journey. He whispered softly, Woon. Bile. He asked, are you planning to smoke a cigarette? She replied, I've given it up. He decided to quit smoking, yet he couldn't shake off the lingering temptation. He realized that he couldn't give this up, it felt as if he was already trapped in its grasp. He whispered softly, I understand, Appa. She stammered, her voice trembling with uncertainty, what do you truly understand? He told her that he was well aware of the complex dynamics between her mother and her older brother. What do you mean? This is getting confusing for me, stop acting like you don't understand. Wait, what? Hold on. I've witnessed it all firsthand. Did you honestly believe I wouldn't catch on to that nonsense you're wearing? What, nonsense? Oh. I am really sorry, this is, you were absolutely correct. Ajumma warned me that I shouldn't have pursued this from the beginning, yet I pushed on, so she bears no blame. Ah. I think it's time to suggest to Mom that we should spend some time at Grandma's house. Just a few days, nothing too long. I recommend you take this time apart to really reflect on your future plans and actions with a thoughtful mindset. It's important to embrace this moment with curiosity and openness. Have you considered that you can't keep living with my mom like this forever, right? Since you're heading off to college, perhaps it's best for you both to have some space, or revisit the nostalgia of the good old days. I know this might come off as a justification. I've given it some thought a few times now, even though it didn't pan out, Jaiwan. You've always been so deeply involved in everything, approaching it with such genuine passion. For quite a while, once you got captivated by video games and books, it was impossible to tear yourself away. Even literature and gaming experiences go through their own phases. But what about your relationship with Mom? Where's the connection between you two? It's a lost cause. What? A full stop, between me and Ajumma. This is unexpected. I can't really grasp how you could terminate your bond with my mom. But instead, let's replace it with a stronger, more understanding connection. The secret to overcoming one obsession is to dive into a different one with enthusiasm. Wow, what is this? Ugh, I can't believe it. I think it's time for me to go in. Make sure to step inside as soon as you clear your thoughts. I promise I won't say a word to Mom about this, so please keep it a secret. Alright. Yoonbil. Please, just leave me alone. Hold on. You shouldn't be going alone. Yoonbil. I warned you, please don't mention my name again. Are you truly convinced that you're my sibling? I'm not sure what my mom's feelings are, but as for me, absolutely not. Do you understand? Yoonbil. Once more, it seems like you're quietly Dad's cherished one. Come on, Mom, we're going to see Grandma. Put a smile on that face. She would absolutely adore it if we dropped by to see her while we're in Korea. You must be so excited to return to your hometown after such a long time. No, that's not quite it. It really hurts that I left for the trip so abruptly without saying a proper farewell to Jaiwan. And then? We had already left early, mentioning that we needed to head to the library. I wonder how Jaiwan will manage to eat alone. It must be so lonely for him. He's going to survive solely on junk food, and who will be there to rouse him when he snoozes all the way until dawn? Mom! Don't you realize that Jaiwan behaves like a total jerk every single time, simply because you keep putting up with his nonsense? It's just like Nar. It's high time you let go of your excessive need to shield him. Wait, what just happened? Don't worry about that anymore. I've already arranged a babysitter for him, so relax and go ahead. Wait, what? Jaiwan's nanny? Absolutely. It's so reassuring to know there's someone looking after him in your absence. Sure thing. I'll share the details when we catch up. Let's dive in now. I'll fill you in later, so hop in right now. Yoonbil, please, just reveal who it is. Hurry up, we're going to miss it. Ugh, I can't believe I rushed out without a proper farewell. Yoonbil insisted that I avoid seeing Ajumma, and now I'm filled with regret. Let's keep our distance from one another, alright? What am I meant to do now? Is it truly impossible for me to lay my eyes on her once more? This feels overwhelming. I can't believe it's so excessive. The only way to overcome one addiction is to channel that energy into a new, healthier habit. I suppose it's time for me to head back and whip up some delicious ramen. Honestly, there shouldn't be anyone around, grumble. He was finally back home, feeling a warm sense of comfort and relief as he stepped inside. He confirmed softly that starting from today, the house would be empty, and a sense of loneliness washed over him as he thought about the days ahead. He sighed with relief, then realized how hungry he was. He hadn't had a bite since early morning, and now his strength was completely drained, leaving him feeling weak and exhausted. He decided to start by boiling some water for the ramen, feeling a bit excited about preparing his favorite meal. Suddenly, he noticed something unexpected and wondered, What's this? Did the Ajumma make all of these arrangements before she left? It seems like she put so much effort into preparing everything, and I can't help but feel grateful for her thoughtfulness. He urged Jaiwan to eat heartily, expressing his deep concern and care. The woman, despite her busy schedule and impending departure, had prepared all of this with such care. He sniffled softly, overwhelmed by emotion, and exclaimed how incredibly delicious everything was. He couldn't help but smile as he tasted the food. He found it incredibly delicious, and to his delight, the next dish was just as wonderful, filling him with happiness and satisfaction. Aunt Kyunga was surprised, asking Jaiwan when he had arrived. He wished Jaiwan had warned him beforehand instead of just showing up unexpectedly. He wondered who would bother to warn someone before entering their own home. Honestly, it seemed so rare and considerate that it touched him deeply. He asked if she was hurt anywhere, and she replied that she wasn't, explaining that she was just a little taken aback by the sudden shock. She wondered aloud, her voice trembling with surprise and a hint of disappointment. "Did you see that?" "No, you didn't see it, did you?" He remembered the moment vividly, recalling how he had seen it so clearly with his own eyes. She looked at her with frustration and disappointment, then angrily exclaimed, "You idiot. You should have just said you didn't notice it." "I'm truly sorry." He asked her aunt, surprised and a bit puzzled, why she had come to their home, especially choosing the bathroom of all places. He admitted that she hadn't cooked for quite some time, and as she began, a nervous sweat broke out on her forehead. He couldn't believe her eyes and exclaimed in amazement, "Really? Auntie went to such great lengths to prepare all of this?" He realized with a pang of surprise that Ajumma hadn't prepared these before leaving. "While Haisu was gone, I was entrusted with the responsibility of looking after you, Jaiwan. It was a duty I cherished deeply, knowing how much it meant to both of you." He couldn't believe his ears when he heard her ask Kyunga for a favor, feeling a mix of surprise and concern about what might be happening. He thought to himself that there was truly no one else he could turn to for that favor except his aunt. She told her aunt that she was planning to visit the countryside with her mother and kindly asked if she could look after her older brother while she was busy with her own activities. He said that simply making sure he was eating properly and getting dressed regularly would be enough to feel reassured. With Aunt Kyunga nearby, she felt a deep sense of comfort and relief, knowing everything would be alright. She is the one Appa relies on the most, right after their mother. That's a fact, yet. He believed she was the person Appa trusted above all else, second only to their mom. It was true, but still. Has she ever looked back with sadness and wondered if choosing to be part of Jaiwan Appa's family was a mistake? He was taken aback and wondered why she had suddenly posed such an unexpected question. Yoonbil wondered if she had ever experienced such feelings before, a mix of curiosity and vulnerability swirling within her. He confessed that he had experienced those feelings even prior to traveling overseas, and there was more he wanted to share. "Yesterday, I experienced the same feelings again. I was surprised and a bit overwhelmed by how strong those emotions were. It's hard to believe I went through this all over again." After returning from her grandparents' house this time, she felt a strong desire to make some positive changes in her life, hoping to become a better version of herself. She said that her Appa always did whatever he wished, and it made her feel it was so unfair that she couldn't have the same freedom. Yoonbil. Jaiwan thought it was really wonderful to reunite with his aunt after such a long time apart. "Isn't it lovely to see you again, Aunt?" he asked with a joyful smile. "Yes, it truly is," she replied, laughing warmly. "Did the aunt really prepare all these delicious side dishes?" "No, she didn't." He wondered aloud, so, I suppose Aunt was the one who made this too, wasn't she? But then she realized, no, actually, it was delivered here. A mix of surprise and curiosity filled his voice. As she processed the situation, he exclaimed with delight, "Wow, this looks absolutely scrumptious. Did Aunt prepare this special dish?" She replied with a sigh, "No, it also came from the delivery." Then he wondered aloud about that one, his voice tinged with curiosity and uncertainty. He couldn't help but laugh as he asked if that was also from a restaurant, feeling both amused and surprised by the coincidence. He wondered aloud, so, what exactly did Aunt prepare here? I can't help feeling curious and a bit overwhelmed by it all. Jaiwan was told that it had been made with great care and effort, despite the fact that it ended up slightly burnt. She was told, Jaiwan, I put my heart into making this for you. Even if it turned out a little burnt. He sighed happily and said, I truly adore steamed eggs. How did you happen to know that? Out of all the dishes presented, she was the only one who prepared the steamed eggs by herself, which made it feel surprisingly personal and heartfelt. Then he wondered aloud, and what are we going to do with that towering pile of dishes? She said to eat plenty, and if more was needed, she would gladly prepare extra for them. She chuckled softly and wondered aloud, I wonder what she's up to while preparing those delicious steamed eggs. She murmured thoughtfully about the very base of the pot, her voice tinged with curiosity and wonder. She was diligently cleaning it, her hands moving swiftly with a sponge, determined to make everything spotless. He was feeling deeply unsettled, realizing that it was no surprise she hadn't done any housework before. The sense of discomfort weighed heavily on him, making the situation even more troubling. Her wondered aloud, what could possibly be happening here? Her voice trembled with confusion and a hint of worry. She wondered if the stubborn dirt could be removed. If it could, she hesitated, questioning whether she should press even harder to get it all clean. The aunt hesitated for a moment before softly pleading, Please, Aunt. Could you kindly hand it over to me? I promise I'll handle everything from here on out. Her voice was filled with a mixture of desperation and determination, hoping to reassure her that she could take responsibility. He wondered aloud, Huh? It's all right. I believe I can handle it on my own. Despite some hesitation, a quiet determination shone through in his voice, showing his willingness to try independently. He said he would do it, mentioning that usually, the one who ate is the one responsible for washing the dishes. He chuckled softly as he spoke. She was surprised and then decided to do some laundry to help out. Earlier, I turned on the dryer while Jaiwan was not around. I couldn't help but feel a bit mischievous about it, even chuckling quietly to myself. He hesitated for a moment before softly asking if she might be willing to help him out with that. She confidently said, Leave it to me, with a bright smile, eager to take on the task and make things right. He asked in disbelief, What? She asked if he had clothes like those, expressing how adorable they were. She said that the clothes had gotten smaller due to the dryer, and she felt so frustrated about it. She exclaimed with joy that those were her most cherished clothes. He gently asked her aunt if she could please sit in the living room for a little while. With a warm smile, she promised to prepare some fresh fruit for her soon. Is that all right? She added softly, hoping to make her feel comfortable. He wondered why her aunt was watching a horror movie at their home, feeling a mix of curiosity and unease. His aunt gently asked if she had come to look after him, her voice filled with warmth and concern. She nodded, feeling a shiver run down his spine. Yeah, that's correct, she admitted softly, but a lingering fear crept into her voice. But isn't that truly terrifying? His heart pounding. He hesitated for a moment before whispering, in this very instant, I. She cried out desperately, Jaiwan, please shield me. He wondered if his aunt was truly looking after him at that moment, feeling a mix of surprise and uncertainty. The most fundamental sign of addiction is what they call craving, an intense, almost uncontrollable desire for something. It's as if the person is desperately yearning for it. To the point where they might risk everything or act in ways that are socially unacceptable. That overwhelming urge can grow so powerful that it dominates their thoughts and actions, making it incredibly difficult to resist. He said that since the day before yesterday, when they were suddenly interrupted and unable to carry on, he hadn't been able to get her out of his mind. He looked at her with admiration, noticing her graceful body and slender legs, feeling a mixture of awe and tenderness for her. She wondered if it was truly that hard for him to understand. She described the sensation as if she were a smartphone addict confined in a room with no Wi-Fi, overwhelmed by a deep sense of frustration and helplessness. She said that despite the agony he was enduring from withdrawal, he couldn't overcome it by relying on his own strength alone. He wondered if it was truly impossible to overcome it alone, recalling Yunbil's words that echoed deeply within him. Throughout the entire period, I couldn't help but feel trapped, completely obsessed with the Ajumma, as if she had taken over my thoughts and emotions, and I struggled to break free from this overwhelming addiction. He gradually descended into a deep struggle, barely noticing the shift until it became overwhelming. She announced that she was about to leave and realized she couldn't find her car keys, feeling a mix of frustration and anxiety about being unable to go. Jaiwon always reminded me to double-check that I had locked everything before going to bed. She was so caring, telling me I could call her anytime if I ever felt frightened being alone. Her kindness truly comforted me during those lonely nights. Han Jaiwon, thank you. I'm sorry. What did you just say? He wondered aloud, what could this be? What thoughts are occupying your mind so intensely? Are you feeling worried or overwhelmed? He hesitated, then softly admitted that it was simply. He felt overwhelmed, realizing there was something important that required deep reflection and careful consideration. He felt frustrated and said that this simply wouldn't work. He asked Jaiwon if she wouldn't be going to school the next day, his voice tinged with concern. He acknowledged it was true, yet he wondered aloud, but why? What do you mean by why? He chuckled softly, a hint of amusement in his voice. Your aunt is going to listen carefully to what you have to say. Are you really going to share your feelings with her? She hesitated for a moment before finally saying, well, here's the deal. Expressing a mix of uncertainty and seriousness about what he was about to reveal. She felt deeply sorrowful at that moment. He wondered if she ever experienced that moment when, after arriving home, she needed to switch on the light in the dimly lit living room. She was feeling uncertain and hesitant, saying that she wasn't considering the idea of being with anyone at the moment. She didn't really like the idea of marriage, but sometimes he couldn't help feeling a twinge of envy whenever he thought of Haisu. He asked if I understood what he was saying, but I honestly couldn't grasp it. She believed that only through experiencing it himself could one truly understand. Feeling overwhelmed and lonely, she sighed softly, realizing that no one seemed to offer her any comfort or sympathy. During her struggles, he wondered what this was all about. She had assured him she would listen to his concerns, but eventually, she couldn't help but unload her own worries onto him, leaving him feeling overwhelmed and a bit disappointed. She wondered aloud, softly asking, so, what exactly are you worried about? Could it be that now, at last, it's my chance to be heard? He hesitated, then finally admitted that he had something difficult to discuss. Recently, he found himself irresistibly drawn to something new, and for quite some time, he was completely immersed in it, feeling both excitement and a touch of helplessness as it took over his life. He reached a state where his mind was so overwhelmed that he couldn't focus on anything else at all. He hadn't noticed how deeply he was trapped in his addiction, completely unaware of its hold on him. Looking back, he realized that he had created challenges for those around him, making their lives harder than they needed to be. He realized that he was frightened about what might happen when his addiction finally came to an end. The thought filled him with a deep sense of fear and uncertainty. She wondered to herself with a mixture of nostalgia and confusion, have I come across this somewhere before? Where could I have heard it? Everyone was curious about Jaiwon's secret obsession. Someone asked him gently, so, what is it that you can't get enough of, Jaiwon? Is it gaming? Or maybe fitness? He hesitated for a moment, then softly admitted, no, He was overwhelmed with feelings, confessing that he was deeply captivated by his stepmother and couldn't resist his obsession. He sincerely apologized to his aunt, acknowledging how much she had genuinely cared for him at that time. Overwhelmed by his emotions, he admitted that he couldn't contain himself anymore and ended up crossing a boundary, feeling a deep sense of regret and remorse for his actions. Yunbil caught him and gently reminded him that he shouldn't behave that way with the Ajama anymore. Yunbil shared that while one addiction might be swapped out for another, the struggle remains deeply personal and challenging. He admitted that, to be honest, he was still uncertain about his own thoughts, feeling a mix of confusion and hesitation deep inside. He said that he simply didn't feel confident about anything. He apologized softly, calling out, "Aunt," with a hint of uncertainty and sadness. His was taken aback, her voice trembling with surprise and concern. "Aunt? Ha? Sorry. What's going on? Someone's pouring their heart out here, but you?" He asked hesitantly if she had risen from her seat, his voice tinged with surprise and concern. He said that he had gotten up. Then, with a hopeful tone, he asked if, since she was already awake, she could kindly buy him a melon bar. He added a playful laugh at the end. His aunt exclaimed passionately, "Really? From now on, I refuse to listen to any advice from you regarding my worries. She pleaded softly, urging, "Please, don't act that way." He's saying, "I've come back." He asked how she was doing, wondering if she had sobered up a bit. She shook her head, admitting she hadn't. She insisted that it was absolutely not the case, expressing her feelings with a firm and heartfelt denial. He urged her to eat that, hoping it would help her pull herself together. She confessed that he had been reflecting deeply, sharing her inner thoughts with a hint of vulnerability. She thought that appeared to be an excellent way to resolve the issue. He wondered what could be a good way to find peace. She said simply letting go of his anxieties and moving forward. He wondered what exactly he was stressing over. Turning to his aunt, he asked, with a mix of frustration and sadness, "Aunt, were you even paying attention to what I was saying?" "That's not what I meant at all." She asked gently if it would be all right with him. She wondered softly if she might help him move past it, her voice filled with gentle concern. There was a moment when Jaiwan couldn't shake the thought of that girl who lingered in his mind, the girl inside his head. And then, suddenly, Aunt Kyungga's name came rushing back, stirring a flood of emotions he couldn't quite control. She no longer crosses her mind, leaving her feelings of longing and nostalgia behind.